Welcome to Module 1, Unit 2, which is about agricultural business management. Well, in this part, we bring the learning journey to a close by reviewing and reflecting on the key ideas explored throughout the unit lesson. This section summarizes the major concepts chapter by chapter, making it easier to revisit essential points and connect them across topics. It also guides you back to supporting materials, such as infographics, videos, and mind maps, in order to reinforce understanding and encourage deeper exploration. The goal is not just revision, but consolidation and reflection on how these ideas can be applied in practice. Well, let's start with Chapter 1. Chapter 1 set the foundation by redefining agriculture as a business activity, not only a production system. It introduced agricultural business management as a combination of strategic planning, financial decision-making, technology adoption, and market awareness. This chapter established why modern farmers and agribusinesses must think holistically in order to remain competitive, resilient, and sustainable in a changing global environment. Effective management practices improve farm profitability, resilience to market fluctuations, and adaptability to environmental challenges, ensuring the sustainability of agricultural enterprises. Well, recent disruptions, particularly the COVID-19 pandemic, exposed weaknesses in global agricultural supply chains. These events show that efficiency alone is not enough. Farms and agribusinesses with flexible, well-prepared management structures were indeed better able to respond to shocks, adapt quickly, and maintain continuity in uncertain conditions. This slide outlines the main learning objectives of the course. Together, these objectives focus on building a strong foundation in agricultural business principles, applying theory to real-world contexts, and translating ideas into practical business plans. They also emphasize the importance of financial literacy and the strategic use of digital technologies in order to manage risk and optimize farm operations. To deepen your understanding of the ideas introduced in Chapter 1, we recommend the text Introduction to Agribusiness Management by Berlin and colleagues. This resource expands on the core principles of agricultural business management and provides practical perspectives that complement the concepts discussed in the opening chapter. Well, in terms of Chapter 2 focused on core concepts and theory by examining different agricultural business models. It compared family farms, cooperatives, and large-scale agribusinesses, highlighting how each model offers a distinct advantages and faces specific challenges. The chapter emphasized that understanding these differences indeed helps managers to choose structures that align with their goals, resources, and market conditions. This slide highlights the supply chain perspective introduced in our unit. It examines how agricultural products move from inputs and production through post-harvest handling, storage, transportation, and marketing. The chapter also shows how digital platforms can improve efficiency and transparency across these stages, helping reduce losses and strengthen coordination along the supply chain. As a reminder, several financial and risk management tools were explored earlier in the course. These include budgeting, financial statements, and ratio analysis, alongside common risk responses such as diversification, agricultural insurance, and price management. Together, these concepts provide a financial framework that supports stability and informed decision making in agricultural businesses. Well, Chapter 3 moves into more advanced topics by focusing on strategic decision making tools. Frameworks such as SWOT, PASTEL, and Porter's 5 forces help structure complex information and assess both internal capabilities and external pressures. Used together, these tools support more informed and forward-looking decisions in agricultural settings. This section revisits key marketing and branding concepts relevant to agriculture. It highlights how segmentation, targeting, and positioning help producers to connect their products with the right customers. It also reinforces the growing role of digital marketing and electronic word of mouth, showing how online interactions and customer feedback contribute to brand credibility and market visibility. Well, let us now remember how sustainability and environmental science intersect with agricultural business decisions. Practices such as precision agriculture, regenerative methods, and ecosystem conservation are showing that sustainability is not separate from productivity. Real-world examples, including soil regeneration initiatives, illustrate how environmentally responsible practices can be integrated into modern farming systems in practical and effective ways as well. Across the course, digital technologies emerge as powerful tools for improving how decisions are made in agriculture. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics allow producers to anticipate risks, optimize inputs, and act with greater precision. Many case studies, such as precision lettuce farming in Spain and blockchain-based olive oil traceability in Crete, clearly show how these technologies deliver real, measurable benefits in practice. Technological innovation continues to reshape the future of agribusiness. Tools such as artificial intelligence, robotics, precision mechanization, blockchain, and integrated management platforms are no longer experimental, but increasingly part of everyday operations. Case studies including smart irrigation and blockchain-based traceability demonstrate how these innovations are already being applied in practical and impactful ways. As climate risks intensify, adaptation has become a central concern for agricultural businesses. A range of strategies have been explored, from crop diversification and improved water management to soil enhancement and weather index insurance. Practical examples such as heatwave adaptation measures adopted by stone fruit growers in Thessaly illustrate how these approaches help farms remain productive and resilient under changing climatic conditions. Expert forecasts suggest that agribusiness is moving toward deeper automation, wider digitalization, and stronger emphasis on regenerative practices. At the same time, policy driving sustainability incentives are expected to play a growing role in shaping business choices. Drawing on expert insights helps agricultural entrepreneurs to anticipate these shifts and respond strategically rather than reactively. Looking ahead, European policy frameworks will play a decisive role in shaping agribusiness strategies. The EU Green Deal and Farm to Fork strategy highlight how sustainability, transparency, and resource efficiency are becoming central policy priorities. Understanding these directions helps agribusinesses to anticipate regulatory change and align their operations with future market and policy expectations. Well, across the entire unit, one central message stands out. Effective agricultural management is essential beyond day-to-day operations. Strong management practices support long-term sustainability, help businesses withstand external shocks, and improve competitive positioning in increasingly complex markets. Together, these elements define resilient and future-ready agribusinesses. Another key lesson from this unit is the importance of adaptability. Agricultural businesses that combine technological innovation with sustainable practices and forward-looking strategy are better positioned to thrive in rapidly changing environments. Success increasingly depends on the ability to anticipate change and respond proactively. Finally, the unit highlights the importance of staying ahead of change. Agribusinesses that actively respond to shifting consumer expectations, regulatory developments, and environmental pressures are far more likely to remain relevant and competitive. Proactive adaptation rather than delayed reaction increasingly defines long-term success in the sector. Well, thank you for completing this unit. We hope the concepts and cases explored have improved your understanding of modern agribusiness management and inspired you to apply these insights in practice. Keep learning, keep adapting, and keep thinking strategically about the future of agriculture.